Good morning, everyone. This is Jamila Henry, aka Professional Career Coach, also the admin behind the group Job Seekers Guide to Career Success. Happy Thursday. Just as promised, I'm coming to you with a quick 5-minute clip of the week. And today I want to talk to you about interviewing. What are some good things to do when you go to an interview so that way you can make it to the next level as either a finalist or the selected candidate? So I would start off by saying once you arrive, if you end up going into like a lobby or like an area where it's a sitting area and there's administrative assistants or assistant or a secretary in that area who greets you, welcomes you in, I would say find something nice to say. It can be about the environment. It can be about the easy parking. It could be about her shirt. It could be about the way she's friendly to you. If you acknowledge something that you like from the get-go, bring that up to the admin or the secretary. The reason being is the interviewers typically ask the admin or the secretary, how do they feel about the person? So you're automatically being interviewed from the time you get out the car to the time that you walk into the building and you meet with someone in the lobby. So they're going to give you their impression of you. And if you're friendly, you're nice, then that's something that they're going to communicate. But if you're timid, if you're just dull and you don't say anything, they're going to communicate that also. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad thing, but if you need to have a personality, if you need to be able to communicate with people, those are some of the things that they're looking for, is someone who is engaging, who can have a conversation with other people. So once you bypass that part and you actually go into the interview, you could possibly meet with one interview person or you can meet with a panel. Usually when you meet with a panel of people, you're usually advised of that prior to, so that way you can prepare yourself. So let's use an example of you meeting with a group of maybe 4 interviewers. Once you go into that interview, it's very important that you connect with each person, not just one. And the reason being is because you want to give everyone a good feel of yourself. So it's good to make good eye contact with each person. When you ask questions, you can direct it to more than one person. So that way you can include all of the interviewers in on your part of the interview as well. And it also lets them all walk away with a similar idea of who you are as a person and how you will be a good fit to the role. So that's very important. Also, the same thing that you may notice when you talk to the secretary, let's say the parking was so easy for you to get into the organization. Let's say the setup, the ambiance of the organization is really nice, impressive. You can bring that up in the interview as well. It's nothing wrong with reiterating what you already said to the admin, to the interviewers. Another thing that I would suggest is to smile, like show confidence. Don't look like you're scared. Even if you're scared on the inside and you're nervous, do not let that show on the outside. Just keep a smile on your face when you're talking, when you're communicating. Communicate with a smile. Interviewers like to see happy and engaging people. So that's very important that you smile and you display confidence. Even if it's an answer that they ask you that you may not necessarily answer correctly or you feel like you didn't really do a good job in, your smile alone will kind of soothe out that question and prepare you for the next one. So it's very important that you just keep a smile on your face and show confidence no matter what. And then the last thing I would say would be to focus really in on showing your personality. So a couple months ago, maybe almost a year ago, I interviewed for something. It wasn't for a job, but it was for something else. And I just went in and I was just being myself. Like I wanted the opportunity, but I felt like if I can't be myself while trying to get the opportunity, then it may not be for me. So I was in the interview and I probably interviewed with about 10 people. And I was just so down to earth, so cool, just basically showing that side of myself in addition to answering the questions that they have for me. And a couple weeks later, I found out that I was invited to be part of this program. So I asked the people, out of all the people that you interview, you could only choose 8 people. And I think they interviewed like 30. And I was like, what? Why did you select me? And they said, because we liked your personality. So sometimes showing your personality, being able to come across as a person who's down to earth, who's not just focused on career, but you also have some type of personality to yourself, that lets them know that you may be a good fit for their team. Now, when I say show personality, you know what I mean? Don't lay back with your head laid back like you're just at home. No, just give them a little tidbit of it, but not full force to the point where they're like, okay, this person is way too comfortable. So hopefully if you have an interview coming up, these tips will be able to help you. And I hope everyone has a great day, and I will see you next week. Bye.